Hello, how to solve this exponential problem? This is 2 to the power of square root of x equals 8 to the power of x. Now we are solving for all values of x that satisfy this equation. So now we need to ensure that the two bases are the same. So we can express this 8 in terms of 2. This will give us 2 to the power of square root of x equals 8 is simply 2 to the power of 3. And this is to the power of x. So if you have a to the power of n, this is raised to the power of n, this equals a power n times n. So we are going to apply that here by multiplying this exponent. That means we are going to have 2 to the power of square root of x equals 2 to the power of 3x. Now, if you have a to the power of n and this equals a to the power of n, that means n equals n. Now, since the bases are the same, we compare the exponents. So what we are going to have is root x equals 3x. So the next thing we are going to do will be to take the squares of both parts of this equation. So by taking the squares, this cancels this. I'll simply have x equals, for this, I will distribute this to each of the terms here. I'll have 3 power 2 times x to the power of 2. So from here, I will have x equals 3 power 2 is 9. Then we have times x squared, that is 9x squared. So this is what we get. And we can decide to solve this in two different ways. The first way will be to divide each part of this by x. And from here, x eliminate x, so we are going to have 1. And this equals, for this, we can have 9x power 2 minus 1, because this is to the power of 1. And if you have a power n divided by a power n, this equals a power n minus n. So we subtract this exponent. So what we are going to have will be 1 equals 9x, and we can solve for x. That means 9x equals 1. Divide this by 9, we divide this by 9. So 9 eliminate 9. And from here, have x equals 1 over 9. Now, that is one way of solving that. Another way of solving this is at this particular point. If you have x equals 9x squared, we can form an equation. I move this x over here. That means 9x squared minus x equals 0. So we can factor out x from here. I have x times this is 9x, because this divide this. 9x squared divide x, that's 9x left, minus x divide x, that is 1, and this equals 0. So if you equate this to 0, you mean you have x equals 0, and also this to 0. You have 9x minus 1 equals 0. You move this over here, you have 9x equals 1. So you divide this by 9 to isolate x, divide this by 9. 9 cancel 9, you have x equals 1 over 9. Now look at it here. We have x equals 0 and x equals 1 over 9 using this particular method. So, while in this other one, we had only one solution, which is 1 over 9. Now you can check by inserting these values for x. We have x equals 0. We also have x equals 1 over 9. And this is 2 to the power of root x equals 8 power x, and x equals 0. I'll simply have 2 power square root of 0 equals 8 power 0. A square root of 0 is 0, so simply have 2 power 0 equals 8 power 0, and n number raised to the power of 0 is 1, and this equals 1. That means 0 has satisfied the equation. You can also do the same thing for when x equals 1 over 9. That means we have 2 power square root of x equals 8 power x, and x is 1 over 9. I will substitute 1 over 9 for x. That means I'll have 2 to the power of square root of 1 over 9 equals a power 1 over 9. And if you have square root of a over b, or square root of a divided by square root of b. So that means you are simply going to have the power square root of 1 divided by square root of 9 equals 8 power 1 over 9. And from here we have the power square root of 1 is 1 divided by square root of 9 is 3, and this equals 8 power 1 over 9. So from here, I have 2 power 1 over 3 equals 8 is to the power of 3, and this is to the power of 1 over 9. If you have a power n raised to the power of n, this equals a power n times n. Multiply this out. I have 2 power 1 over 3 equals 2 power 3 times 1, and this over 9. So 3 cancel itself, 1 cancel 9, 3. So right now, we have 2 power 1 over 3 equals 2 power 1 over 3. Now, if you have a power 1 over n, this equals the n root of a to the power of 1. This means you have the n root of a. Let's apply that here and apply that here. That means we are going to have the cube root of 2 to the power of 1, and this equals the cube root of 2 to the power of 1. And 2 to the power of 1 is 1. That means you have cube root of 2, and this equals the cube root of 2. So the both sides are now the same, and this shows that our answer is obviously very correct, guys. So this is it, and this is how you solve this exponential problem step by step. Now don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends. Thank you and goodbye.